Yo, is this you, gang?
Be able to.
I'm sorry, I had to address this, bro. I didn't know you and Poopy had a collab. You should have told me, bro. Okay, we're gonna be reacting to the Poopy show. Things you never bothered to Google. This gonna be first ever react. Make sure to follow the gaming channel and the animation channel and the TikTok and everything else. Okay, let's go. This should be a short react, so let's get into it. Yo.
Google it immediately
Like-
so you forget. I, however, don't. I'm curious little George. I need answers now. And I've compiled some of these answers into a video that'll probably cause stuff you wanted to Google but forgot. Starting with, why
Merch.
does the food you put in the microwave come out half still frozen and half completely nuclear with no discernible pattern? To give an answer, I'll have to explain how a microwave works.
Yo.
You
Honestly, that's real, bro. When I'm trying to warm stuff up, it's either I burn the food or it's too cold on like one half of the sides, bro. It's annoying. Like I try to warm up a pizza. It's cold on the crust but hot on the top. Like, what we talking about? Let's just get back to the react.
have a transformer that sends 4,000 volts of electricity that power the magnetron, which creates microwaves to be transmitted into the cooking chamber by an antenna. These waves bounce around in the case, and whenever a beam passes through the food, it causes the
Yo.
molecules
Did they just get the beam blast? Yo.
to vibrate and produce heat, thus heating the food. But in the areas where the beam does not pass, nothing happens. A turntable helps with this, but the microwave radiation is uneven, the intensity and
Bro, how was that hot dog hitting it, bro?
direction of the
What's-
beams helps with this, but the microwave radiation
Yo.
is uneven, the intensity and direction of the beams is not controlled, so you get to play perfect bite lottery.
Yo. How? Oh, what did I just do? How did they get their hot dog to end up like this? Ugh. This looks like... I don't even... Hold on, I accidentally muted the video. Hold on. I accidentally muted the video. We're already starting off bad, bro. We're already starting off bad. Come on. Just let's get back. No. Yo.
Yum. Next.
What do you mean I'm muted?
Yeah. Why does water
Ha.
hurt after chewing
Wait.
gum? The answer
Y'all
to
heard
that?
that?
Yeah. Why does water hurt after chewing
What
gum?
was that?
The answer to that question is because it's supposed to. Menthol is a natural defense mechanism for mint plants. They use it to deter herbivores from eating them. Humans, however, saw mint and were like, hey, that's pretty good.
Yo.
Yes, refreshing.
Yo.
The cooling effect is the result of
What?
the chemical menthol activating the cold receptors in our mouth. So our mouth doesn't get cold, it just becomes more sensitive to the cold, and thus
Ah.
everything we have after we chew menthol gum will feel
that what
cold.
you get
Similarly,
brain
capsaicin,
freezes?
the chemical found in chili peppers, activates the receptors in our mouth that detect heat, making you more sensitive to it. Next. Why do dogs come out of the
Oh.
blanket smelling like you just opened
Hold
a
on.
bag of
We need to discuss this. Yo. These have to be on some radioactive level type heat, bro. Like, they be... When you put them in a microwave, they trap all the heat in the tip of the bag. And every time you try to open that, it's trying to burn your fingers off. Popcorn be burning too.
Why do dogs come out of the blanket smelling like you just opened a bag of Tesco brand cheese balls? Your dog's
Yo.
paws are the perfect
What's
excuse me
up
just a
on
second.
off brand?
The perfect breeding ground for yeast and bacteria. And these microorganisms produce a distinct odor. Bacteria thrives in warm, moist environments, so once you open up the ravioli chamber of rest and rejuvenation, you
No,
get hit
I wasn't recording. Come on, bro.
with that heavenly popcorn smell. And don't worry, these bacteria aren't harmful and are part of your dog's natural microbiome. The smell originates from the paws because that's the only place dogs can sweat, and to be very specific, the smell comes from the bacteria eating the sweat, and the byproduct is what causes the odor. That's also why you stink. Technically, it's not you being stinky, it's the bacteria on you making you
Bro,
stink.
I'm not getting strays from the Poopy Show, bro. It'll get easier the more you do it. No, I was gonna record, but then you said the audio wasn't working, so I just like, okay.
Next, why are
What
the
was that
noses
room?
missing on so many Egyptian statues? And while we're at it, why are the heads missing off of so
Yo,
many
this kind of
Roman
reminds
ones?
me of
Let's start
Yo-Yo.
with the
I mean,
mystery of the ancient syphilis
Oh.
nose jobs. Because this isn't just wear and tear, it's intentional.
My
The
bad,
ancient
gang.
Egyptians believed
if
that
you
the
seen
soul
this
can
clip,
inhabit an object,
my
so
bad.
making statues was not only an
It just
artistic
kinda
endeavor,
reminded me,
it
you
was
know
a
what I'm saying?
spiritual one. The statues placed in the tombs were to some extent there to protect the contents of the tomb. So to prevent any retaliation from these supposedly living statues, looters coming in to steal shit would break off their noses
Crazy
and
Stray.
sometimes eyes,
Yo.
so the spirits would
Yo, is this you, gang?
be able to
I'm sorry, I had to address this, bro. I didn't know you and Poopy had a collab. You should have told me, bro.
breathe or see them, and they die like that, I guess, a second
Okay.
time. But that being said, this wasn't entirely done by tomb raiders. This was also done to statues and images of problematic leaders. Not to mention during the 4th and 5th centuries when Christianity was the dominant religion in Egypt, church leaders advocated for the destruction of these living statues
Hey.
like, haha, got your nose, you filthy pagan. Roman statues, on the other hand, yes,
They
a
be
lot
just
for
stealing
damage during
nose-
the Middle Ages. Arms and heads are usually weak points, so they fall off. And yes, a lot of unfavorable figures were also deliberately beheaded. However, Roman sculptors were also very practical artists. They would sometimes create statues with removable heads, like those cheap anime figures from Alibaba. If the person being
Huh.
depicted falls out of favor, the head can be removed and simply swapped out for the next
Bro,
big thing.
what, Lego?
Additionally, this process allowed
Hold
the
on.
heads to be made out of different materials or even by different artists. That's pretty good. But in some cases, modern day art dealers figured out that they could hack off the heads and sell them in the body separately to
Yo.
maximize profits.
Get the ultra rare Caligula statue from selected retailers right now for only $5.99.
And body sold separately, batteries not included.
And while some heads have been reunited to the bodies,
Nah.
who knows how
No, imagine getting a statue of yourself and someone comes in and cuts it up like they're chopping up onions or something. And they sell both your stone ball sacks for $40.99. Like, isn't that crazy? Hold on. Y'all ain't understanding this. Isn't that crazy? Someone chops off your stone legs, arms, like, you know what I'm saying? And they sell that on the street for some money. That's crazy. Back to React.
many are yet to be discovered. And now I couldn't decide what to put as a 5th question, so I'm just gonna quick fire a bunch, okay? Let's set a timer. Actually, let's not, because timers give me anxiety. Let's just do it. Why have I never seen a baby pigeon? Here's a picture of a baby pigeon. Now you have.
Ugh.
Why doesn't honey spoil? Honey never spoils because it has antimicrobial properties as well as a high sugar content, and sugar draws out water from bacteria so the bacteria can't grow. If you swallow a whole bunch of corn kernels when you die, will the urn they subsequently place you in double as a share bucket? No, the kernels will burn rather than pop at 200 degrees or higher temperatures. Cremation furnaces are too hot. Train-free mail. Why do I fall asleep whenever I watch movies with my girl? It's not actually because you're bored. You can be bored and not fall asleep. But movies, believe it or not,
Red
Yo,
Bull
hold
Zero.
on.
Zero sugar, 100% wings with monk fruit extract.
Don't switch up on me, chat.
can affect your
Hold on. Really, Bo? I'm getting ads. Like, let's just get back to where we're at. I'm trying to.
hormonal levels. UN psychology
Oh,
researchers
hold on.
tested the hormonal levels of 3 different groups before and after Group
Hold on.
A watched a nature
Yo.
documentary.
Oops. Put on emo only on accident. There we go.
Group B watched bits from a romantic movie, and
Yo.
Group C watched
Yo, what is Group C watching? Shouldn't that be Group B?
a compilation of scenes from The Godfather 2. Group A saw no changes. Group C had the testosterone levels of high testosterone men increased by 30%, and as for the group that watched the romantic film, while women saw no change in their testosterone levels, in the men, testosterone dropped while progesterone levels in both men and women increased. A drop in testosterone will make you tired, and an increase in progesterone will make you feel more relaxed. But also, it makes you feel closer to your partner. And
Yo.
turns out there's a lot of persons Redbox can tell you about them, not only personality-wise, but also hormone-wise. Oh, this one's good. Why do some people have really fucking annoying baby voices and they hate them and they're a mystery because in the person's head they sound actually really cool? It's probably the size of your vocal cords or a condition called puberphonia. And probably hear your voice as a much deeper and richer one than it actually is because you hear a combination of air as well as bone conducted sound. And bone conduction enhances lower frequencies, so you actually probably sound squeaky as shit.
Oh.
Not me though, couldn't be me. Okay, where's my goddamn sock? What type of shirtory level
is
prison
talking?
break? Not me though, couldn't be me. Okay, where's my
Who is
goddamn
talking?
sock? What
Poopy show.
type of shirtory level prison break did it execute in order to escape the laundry?
Huh?
People lose 1.3 socks monthly, and it's likely not somewhere inside your washing machine, but it's actually just a low stakes issue, and confirmation bias has led you to believe.
Yo, what is this room? Hold on. Are y'all peeping this room? What do you mean it's me? I'll show y'all my room right now. Oh, that is not me. Oh. Boy. Boy. What you talking about? That is not me. Big body. Come on. I might look skinny, but not right now. Who is that? That ain't me. Oop. Come on. That ain't me. That is AI. I'm talking about that's me. This is me right here. Come on. What's good, G hats? I'm trying to prove a point right now. Nah, this is me. Come on now. What you talking about? Queen J. Let's get back to the react. That is not my room, gang.
It's gone forever when it's probably in a crevice somewhere or under.
What do you mean there's echo? Echo, are we good, chat? It was G-Hats. We got 3 more reacts and we're from B Gaming. Also, soon. I'll tell y'all after this react. Okay, there's
your
no
furniture.
echo.
Is my partner cheating on me? Most likely not, but the fact that you feel insecure in your relationship probably means there's other deeper issues that need to be addressed. And here's a somewhat precise amount of wood a woodchuck would chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. And
How much
finally,
wood could
what is the
woodchuck
best
chuck
energy
chuck
drink
wood?
on
Come
the
on now.
market? In my expert opinion, solid tie between Extreme Cobra Power, which I'm pretty sure is only sold in the darker parts of Eastern Europe, and Gamer Subs, which
Gamer.
unlike Extreme Cobra Power, now has European and Australian sites up and running, which means you can
Yo.
get your fix of anime girl fights faster and cheaper than ever
Solid.
before. Or I don't know, maybe my personal favorite, Dragon Fruit Punch. You're a
Wait,
free man, you're free
wait,
to
hold
choose.
on. Oh, holy ad sponsor. My sensors are off today. Well, this is my first react. I do not know how I didn't peep that. I messed with you, Poopy. Like, a lot. But we're gonna have to skip that. Anyway. Woo! That's our first react. L Snipe. Hey. I think Poop deserves that. If I get paid. Anyway, that's gonna be the react. Go subscribe to the channels. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.